G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, last couple of episodes, we've been setting up more and more circuit production. The reason we're doing more and more circuit production is to make more and more modules, to make more and more circuits. Logic, makes complete logical sense. At the same time, we've coordinated a large area to make sure biters don't become a problem. We've got a nuclear build that I can duplicate as many times as I need to make sure that we don't run into any future power problems. We are getting occasional visits from the neighbors. At the moment, I'm just like throwing down lasers and ignoring the problem, like an adult. Yeah. So that's pretty much where we're up to. What I want to do this episode is I want to try and work out a way to compress this build, because we're going to try and get ourselves in a situation where we can add another set of red circuits, add another set of green circuits possibly, and then double this output. Because this doesn't help if I turn off alt mode, makes nothing but modules. So that's really the plan for this episode. Removing all these belts. Saying to ourselves, can we cut that, have you output there, and then your input would be over here for green circuits. No, let's cut that again, slide it up one tile, so your output now becomes short inserters. Your input, if we rotate that like that, and we rotate that like that, and that one as well, these guys should be just a double rotate as well. We need that magic to go there. We need that to go there for that belt. Okay, you can get a power pole from there. Alright, so it should be... No. That goes away. So you need to be a long head inserter there and there. That whole belt is reserved for module 2s. Which now means this green circuit belt comes over like so. So the idea was just to compress this build a little bit, which we have successfully done. Yay. So I want this to go faster. Would help if you were actually making speed modules. That would help a whole lot. Would also help if I requested every speed 2 under the sun. There's none. Okay, that's a bonus. Okay, yeah, it suddenly works a whole lot better. Alrighty, so I want to use Upgrade Planner to upgrade all of these from speed 1 to speed 3s. Yes. That's the current plan. Alright, on top of that, we worked out that these green circuits are being used by these red circuits, and the 2 other belts of green circuits coming down to run these blues. These blues are outputting at a grand total of 6.1. Now, I can't use this for max rate calculator because it's not fully upgraded, but I can use this one. And really, green circuits are dead again. Oh, look, we've got more copper now. Yep, I'm throwing copper at the problem. There to there. We're just going to start making things blue belt. Because I upgraded those in a previous episode as well. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Speaking of biting me, they can go. That can go. That can definitely go. Cool. Alright. Where was I? Max rate calculator. Max rate calculator over this build. So this build uses 3.75, which is 7.5. 7.5 blue circuits per second. So I already know I need to make this build output 7.5, which is 6.1 plus 0.7, 1.5. So I need to add half a belt of green circuits into here somehow with magic to get this running at the speed I want. Robot, you can't beat blue belt. You done? God, idiot. Blue belt. Substation. Beacon. More speed modules I don't have. More speed modules I don't have. You've actually got to go all the way up to that. And I got to reverse that. Okay. So I need another half a belt of green circuits. Now I do have, in theory, this splitter doesn't actually exist. Just FYI. Let's try that again. Sure. Okay. If that's built, that should up the blue circuit production. Realistically, I want to have the speed modules down here. I know what you do. Decon planar. Turn that off. Set you to beacons. You know what? If I get rid of all these beacons, I'm pretty sure my speed module problem goes away. Like, my build will stop working, but that's a separate problem entirely. We'll fix that after the fact. Cool. Any more speed modules required? Yeah, up here in this corner. I've got a few left. Cool. We're done now? Alright, Control Z. Problem solved. What is this? This is excess plastic and green circuits. But I don't think... Definitely don't think we actually have any spare plastic and green circuits. Oh. That is 2 belts in. Oh. Yes, I didn't account on that. Substation. One there. One there. Get rid of those power poles. do I not have... Can I please have blue undergrounds? Pretty please, base. Alright, you are using... You're using 45. You're using 45. And you're using 22. Okay, so you're happy. You've got half a belt. This half belt of green circuits is free. Actually, speaking of green circuits, that's half a belt. So, realistically, if that was just replaced with a red belt, oh god, that's going to become a nightmare. Yeah, okay, dump circuits back. Oh, actually, give me those. Okay. If that belt's dragged off to there. Okay, yeah, you're starting to look really poor. I know. Okay, that's 2 belts in. That's a half belt. That's that belt into there, which pushes that belt into there, which pushes that belt into there. Compatron. Blue belt's faster than you are. Okay, don't listen to me. Does that fix... You're not getting copper cable. Why are you not getting copper cable? Because I'm not getting copper. Why am I not getting copper? Hang on. How much copper do you use exactly? 66. And I'm feeding it 30. Okay, so somewhere along the line, I obviously lost my concentration and lost my maths. And that's probably led to a whole bunch of people yelling at me in the last episode. But that's okay. We're going to fix things this episode. How the hell do I fix that? Slide the whole build over by a tile. That'd be the logical answer. That would improve things. No, you do absorb that direction. Okay, yeah, all the ins. Okay, now you're not messing me up. Okay, so... Alright, first things first. You're in ratio? Yes. Okay, so you're in ratio, you're perfectly happy. I need to get more copper into this red circuit build, which I just don't have currently available. And you are using 77. So this build is using 38. A new build would take us up to 50. And it would also use how much copper? 33. Okay, so without making blue belts worth of copper, I can't really extend this longer, even a half a build longer, to get more red circuits out. Even if I did do that, I have a throughput problem on the red circuits out because I only can possibly output 22.5 on a blue belt of red circuits out because I'm only using one lane. Okay. So. That'll improve that. Alright. We have, between both these builds, we have an exact total of 45 red circuits. Of our 45 circuits, red circuits, we're using 32, plus we're using 11, which is 43. Call it 44. So we're using all the red circuits, providing we're getting all the copper, which it doesn't. No, that won't make any else for difference. Which I don't think we are, but then again, everything seems to be running at full speed. You're using 7.5. Everything is running at full speed. So what do I have left over? You're all spoken for. That green circuit belt comes down here, runs through here. Doesn't go through one of these, because it doesn't need to. 25 of it comes in here, and the other 22 comes down here. This belt comes down and feeds in here, which is spoken for. So technically I have one whole green circuit build left over that we're doing nothing with. Absolutely nothing. Is this red belt a green? Green belt, blue belt all the way through? Yeah, it is. Even though there's no plastic right here. No green circuits right here. Why? Okay. God. Sorry, I screwed up both of them. Okay. Just prune everything off this belt real quick. Actually, that's always the easiest way to do it. If anything's bad, I'll end up at the far end. Oh, I'm using 2 belts worth, not 1 belt. I overlooked that entirely. Okay. Not that anything's suffering for some reason. You're using 12. You're using 25. That's too much. So I'd have to inject right here. Is there a possible way to get a belt in here to inject? Hang on. But nothing's running short. Okay, let's do this again. You're using 32. You're using 11. That's 45. It's only half running. Is using 30, is making 35. Okay, so the fact that only half's running. So technically, the end's not doing anything. The end, which I can't really feed copper into, and I can't really feed green circuits into, or plastic into, is not running. So hang on, let's just cut that and cut that. So that way that's really not running. Does anything break? And is it worth taking one of my coppers and making it blue belt length to get more throughput? Or am I just overcomplicating things when I don't really need to? Technically the beacons and everything are already there, so it'd probably be worth doing just to get the increased output. But then if I'm not using the output, it really doesn't matter, I guess. Okay. Alright. So you're running happily. You're short on materials. You're also, more importantly, only using a belt of each. So let's just strip that out. Blue splitter. Okay. Where now? Good, go away. Alright, so importantly, this is running, although a little bit short. Now I know it's a little bit short. I have one belt of green circuits, which is from the old builds, which we will break into there. I have two belts from the old builds. Are you going to speed back up to how you were and make me happy? Is that belt running at full speed? Is that smelter block running at full speed? Technically no. This shouldn't be needed, but we're just going to do it just to confirm that I am going crazy. Follow robot count 6. So this is the last research. Yeah, you're not getting enough. You are getting enough. Oh, because you're meant to be on blue belt? Hang on. Yeah, you're outputting 25. Yeah, you're meant to be on blue belt. Which means you're meant to be on blue belt. That's where the problem lays. Okay, deliver blue belt, please, base. Okay, so if you're in blue belt, you're getting more copper cable out. You're outputting, well, you can output 30 items per second. You're doing 30, so that should be okay with just a red, loader, but you know what, we're just out of sheer, who knows, we'll just upgrade those two. I'll upgrade those two as well, just in case it makes an ounce of a difference. I want to do that. Oh, straight away I can see it's starting to back up. It shouldn't back up. Okay, you're going to occasionally see a copper cable. Like, occasionally. Very, very rarely. That's fine. Same goes over on this side. We have enough red circuits. This has been kept up with, this has been kept up with, and this has been kept up with. So we are making enough red circuits. For some reason it's less than it was before, but who questions that? That green circuit build comes from here, which is, again, backed up. It shouldn't be, but sure. Which means this one's going to have the same fate, and that one's going to have the same fate. So we'll just upgrade planar all the way along. That gives us a fully compressed belt. When we do those two, that'll give us a fully compressed belt. We've got one extra belt of green circuits to run our modules and our blue circuits. So my takeaway after all this screwing around is I don't have enough red circuits. That's my takeaway. Because this belt looks short. It is. That's my newfound takeaway. Are you running at full speed? I don't know. Are you running... You're full of petroleum. You're full of petroleum. Let's do a stupid lane balancer thing. Sure. That's not going to fit. Oh, you're not doing anything. Forget you. That improved. Oh! One of the chem plants is not running. Duh. That would probably improve things. Which means... Oh, you are going to run because of the underground. Okay. Alright, you're now running full speed. Plastic only goes this far. Green circuits only go this far. The idea is I want to have this perfected so we can just blueprint it and duplicate it. Because I'd like to get a second one. Like, you can see we're now doing 16 speed 3s per minute. That's a massive amount. It's probably not fast enough. We could probably do with more, but, like, it's a massive amount. Shut up, artist. You really are... You took out the radar, didn't you? You guys suck. I can run an underground through here to get a tiny bit more output, but I don't think I have to. I don't think... Technically, everything should get a little bit of output occasionally, because technically I'm slightly behind on copper. Well, I'm 50% behind on copper. Working. Iron producing overload. Working. Like, these are not short at all. So, run this again. You produce you consume 25. Well, you only got 22.5 on the belt. And you're outputting 30. Okay, so we're good on copper. I'm going to ignore the copper problem. We're good on plastic and green circuits as far as I can see. There are some hellish gaps in the belts. Why is that now short? It was perfect. There's not enough iron. Why is there not enough iron? Why do we have giant gaps? We have giant gaps because our mining friends are not working hard enough. Correct. Our mining friends are not working hard enough. Okay. I don't want 141. 140k. Thanks. Input. Loader. There. Yes. And then, no, you need to move forward a few more tiles. Yeah, like that, that'll do. And you need to move forward a few tiles. And we'll just do the exact same. If one can't keep up, we'll have two. Helps if I stand inside Logi range. Batteries, plastic, a whole bunch of green circuits, have some red circuits. Just have the blue circuits as well, just to be done with it. Yellow belt can go away. So the issue is I have a whole bunch of miners stuck in a belt. I don't know why they're stuck in a belt, but they're stuck in a belt. Does making the belt go red improve things? No. Okay, miners on a belt, bad. So as I pull them out of the buildings, they improve. The answer might be, I might just have to build them over here and underground them all the way through, which is a nightmare. Technically? No, because I also can't build on ore. That's another thing with the mining drones. You can't build on ore at all. You cannot build the depot on ore. Mini-me's. Look, hopefully that solves the problem. They're fully compressed belts now, at least. Even if that has nothing on it. It has 500, 600. Yeah, there's obviously some problem with them having to path out. I wonder whether it's because it's out onto a belt, or whether it's just because it's out and they have to run across belts. Well, they seem to be managing this fine. Actually, you know what? Let's pull those guys out. Let's pick that up. We'll put it here. We'll then set it to iron. There. You go there. You come down a few tiles. You go across a few tiles. Get rid of that. And then I'll throw all of them back in there. Throw the 20 I had in there. Is that better? Yeah, because that's dead corpses now. Yeah, it's them actually being deployed looks like the problem. Maybe it's because they're all trying to find a separate bit of iron ore, and if it's under... Maybe if it's in the middle of an assembler, it doesn't work. Although, yeah, I've got guys standing here doing nothing. Maybe I'm just asking for too many drones out doing things. I don't know. Okay. So, at least this is now fully compressed belts. If we've got fully compressed belts in, we should have fully compressed belts out after they've finished processing, catching up. But, as I was saying, you're a full belt. You're a full belt, you're a full belt, you're a full belt. So technically, I have leftovers. I have this whole belt. That is the end of vanilla research. And you know what? If I plug that in there, and I do that, so all said and done, I have all of this running. I have used one plastic build, and I actually have 2 whole green circuit builds spare, which is very, very, very interesting. This can go entirely. When green circuits make their way through here again, which they're going to do shortly after our iron problem fixes itself, which it has. Then we'll have green circuits, then you'll run full speed. Okay, so, vanilla research. We have energy weapons 7, infinite research, doesn't count. Projectile damage 7, infinite research, doesn't count. Flammables, explosives, artillery shell, range, and shooting speed. They're all infinite research, they don't count. Mining drone speed 6 and productivity 6. Worker robot speed, mining productivity, and robot count. So they're all infinite researches. So now I just have what is modded research. First thing I want to start with is I want to start wandering my way through Factorio extended research. I really want the faster legs. That was just such a good thing inside Bite Hell. I'm not going to be able to get to use them. I'm not playing with any of these things. Am I even playing with these things? Am I going to do the research? What are we talking about? We're talking about 2 episodes. Yeah, we might just turn the tech off, actually. I think we're going to turn the tech off. Hang on, we do have rockets. We do have rockets. So I do have... Not that I'm making... Okay, I'm not making satellites. Alright, we're going to have to correct that. So let's get an artillery shell range. And in the meantime, let's go get some rockets done. Oh, some satellites done. So at least that can happen when we need it. Because it's the only research that I haven't actually ticked off. Well, the only thing that I haven't set up for our research. To do... You, sir, are gonna make those things, which are a nightmare to make. And I am so gonna be lazy and have everything be delivered via bots. Okay. Copy. Paste. So I want you to start with the last item. Then you to have the second item. Then you to have the third item. You to have radar, accumulator, solar panel, rocket fuel, low density structures, blue circuits, and then 2 catchemals. Actually, no, it's low density structures in one and rocket fuel in the other, just because of the way they stack. Okay, so you're going to output to there. We're going to give you a circuit condition. You only get to run if satellites under military for some reason. Not under military. Under intermediates is less than 10. I figure 10 is probably overkill. Okay. So that's done. We can now do infinite tech. We'll let that tick over slowly. We'll get artillery shell range 1. At least then we can say we did some of the infinite tech. Can I remove that? I can remove those guys. Okay. Alright. You're running flat out. I have 2 belts of green circuits left over free. I have a belt of plastic left over free. I used 4 belts of green circuits total to get this thing running. So I need 2 more belts of green circuits. If I paste 3 more copper up there, because I need another copper for red circuits, and that means I'd need 2 iron down here. Can I fit 2 iron? Not really. Sort of. Pretty sure I can fit that in there. Hang on. Where are we going to build things? Okay, let's go back a step. Let's shrink that down and then blow it back up. That way it's the other way around. Okay, so I want 3 of these. Done. Okay, so that's the easy part. It means I'm probably going to build green circuits here, red circuits there, so on and so forth. So it's actually probably easier if I took my 2 lanes of iron, which I need, and put them after the copper. And then I just run belts up. Will it fit? Yeah, provided that Roboport's not in the way. Done. Okay. So 3 lanes of copper, 2 lanes of iron, which means... Well, I'm just going to add them. 3 lanes of copper, I said. I want 1, 2 of them. Yeah, so you got 104 active and you've got 144 active. This could lead to 2 more... Like, it's only 3 lanes, but I have a feeling we're going to need 2 of them. Just because of this crap with mining drones just standing around doing nothing. Alright, you copy paste, you there. I want to request in 200 neat. Let's just go with 200. Okay, I want copper ore. Is that curve? We're going to bring you across. We're going to copy that. We're going to shove that right there. Like so. Is it 4 lanes? No, it's just 3 lanes. I was going to say. Bring those belts up. Plug them in there. Run that one in there. That one in there. And that one in there. Did I not make another mining platform? You are going to be copper, iron rather. You're going to be iron. You're actually only 2 belts worth. So, easiest way to do that is take you out, take you out, take you out, and that's 1 of each. Yep. Bring that right the way up. Okay, right the way up a little bit further. Okay, in some semblance of a straight line. Bring that in there. Oh, okay. All right. 1, 2. And that's how iron hooked up. So, next episode. Next episode, definitely going to work out how to build this, work out how to build that, work out how to build another blue circuit, because my acid supply is down here. I can branch it off and bring it up, but I prefer not to. And work out how to get another module production with the... Probably speed, maybe productivity, I don't know. But we've definitely got a decent amount of modules being made. Efficiency modules, not so much. There's just no green circuits. In fact, there's not a lot with green circuits when you turn on all the research and start making satellites and everything else at the same time. But that's fine. I didn't need a bumper, everything runs flat out all the time. I just needed a mostly things work most of the mosty time. That's really what the intention was. Oh, only half of you guys are running because the other half are on a belt that's backed up. And you don't have enough iron. And that's probably a case of a simple upgrade planner. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. See you guys in the next episode. Alright, bye.